Missing Link is the latest film from stop-motion animation studio Laika, and I love the work that Laika does. The animation is always spectacular, and the amount of work that goes into any stop-motion film these days is astounding to me. And I just love that Laika's films have been darker than most animated films too. When Coraline first came out, I was about 6, and I left the film midway through, terrified out of my mind. That's how different and adventurous Laika was. And so naturally, I was looking forward to what Laika had to offer next. This is Laika's second weakest film, sadly, so far, but it is their strongest animation yet. They built over 110 sets for this, and it really shows, as the whole film is drop-dead gorgeous. The lighting is fantastically used, and Laika have perfected stop-motion water. The character designs are so original, something that Laika always achieves with their films, and Mr. Link himself is a very memorable character, both visually and mentally, due to the immense amount of detail in his model. And the detail in all of the sets is unprecedented, and it's all shown off and used to thrilling effect in the film's big set pieces. This is really the next step forward in stop-motion animation, and it has raised the bar significantly. All of the cast give the film their all, and almost everybody in the film is perfectly cast. Hugh Jackman transformed his voice into a new, very English and posh sounding one, and Mr. Link is one of Galifianakis' best roles in years, putting real heart, soul and likeability into him, and making it understandable how humans could have come from a creature like Mr. Link. Also, Stephen Fry makes for a great villain. There are some great action/chase scenes, and the two major set pieces in the film are fantastically staged, to exhilarating effect. At one point, one of the set pieces turned into an Inception-style revolving corridor, and the camera work is done brilliantly throughout the two, and they were easily my favourite scenes in the film, in particular the finale set piece. There aren't many, but there's a few great character moments every now and then, especially for Mr. Link, and Galifianakis plays these moments beautifully. However, the film is very light in tone, and it does feel like it goes against what Laika used to do: dark, risky, and out there animation that challenged the notion that animation was only for kids. This has small glimpses of that darkness, but the lack of box office returns has forced Laika to change. Here, the money is making the movie, not the movie is making the money. It's wrong that Laika can't make what they want to, as they made fantastic films. I in particular love Kubo and the Two Strings, and when I revisited Coraline a few years later after I first saw it, I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And so I urge you to see and support the film, even though this one is not the best film ever. Then support any further films from Laika, even if they look weird to you, so that they can keep on going. And I did enjoy the film, but I'd just much rather watch something on the level of Kubo and the Two Strings or Coraline in the future from Laika. Also, the story is overly simplistic, and a few story beats get quite repetitive, and the oversimplified story is again down to the box office needs. And the film isn't particularly flawed, but it just isn't on the same level as previous Laika outings. I'm going to give Missing Link a 6.5 out of 10. There are some very good Laika Easter eggs from other films that Laika fans like myself will love when they spot them. Again, the film is not bad, but please support it and Laika so that they can return to their more adventurous filmmaking on the likes of Coraline and Kubo and the Two Strings. Because I used to love that, and I did enjoy this, but it is really a sign of what Laika's been forced to do. Thank you for watching my review of Missing Link, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Goodbye.